All right, guys, so let's kick off the summer blockbuster season with a review for the Avengers. Something that has been really hyped up for a long, long time, several years, I would think. And it's been kind of built up, and all the marketing and, little snippets here and there at the end of credits of different superhero movies. But finally, all of them have culminated together to make a really big um, blockbuster extravaganza, basically. And I wasn't really one of the people that was really excited about this film at all, to be honest with you. I've always been kind of skeptical of these big star power movies, kind of like the Towering Inferno or even like the Justice League. I've never been a fan of that kind of thing, mainly because I think when you have too many big stars in a room together, it can be too much of a good thing sometimes. It's very difficult to pull off. It's hard to have good character development. It's difficult to have a really good core story and just things like that. So, but I have to say, this is not the case with this movie at all. This movie is so much fun. It is just from beginning to end, entertainment, action packed. It's basically just masculinity drenched in nacho cheese. I know that's weird, but that's the best way I can describe this movie. Just mindless summer entertainment that I just relished in every second of it. And I think the reason it works is because the screenwriting and the director, I mean, no, it's not a great film, but at least they are giving the characters time to really bounce off each other, create good chemistry. They're saying, okay, we've got all these great stars, let's make the best of it. Let's really just have fun with them and see what happens when we get them all together in a room. And that's what really works. It's almost like I like to relate it to, seeing like an all-star sports event where you have all your favorite players playing together, which is always exciting. Or even, movies like The Magnificent Seven, one of my favorite westerns. You have all this great star power, all these guys who just exude charm and charisma, and that really works. I mean, again, I said it's difficult to pull off, but I really think it worked well in this instance. And I mean, well, I should say for the most part, each superhero really does kind of have its own kind of distinction and charm. You've got Thor, who's kind of done in the style of kind of like a Beowulf or Shakespeare melodramatic superhero god figure. And then you've got Captain America, who is kind of that 1940s soldier veteran type. And then, let's see. Oh, yeah, Jeremy Renner. He's not really given much to do here in this film in terms of character development, but he's, kind of like, I like to say Legolas, not just because of the bow and arrow, but he's kind of that quiet, all-knowing figure in the background. And, but of all of the superheroes, my favorite was definitely be between Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark and then Bruce Banner, played by Mark Ruffalo. And Tony Stark obviously is just a very interesting character, and Robert Downey Jr. was born to play this kind of role. It basically screams Robert Downey Jr. in every single line. I mean, he's this cocky, kind of very kind of smarmy billionaire genius, basically. And I mean, at times I did think that his sarcasm became a little bit too overt, but not too much, not enough for me to say that it wasn't entertaining. And basically, when you do have someone who's as big a star as Robert Downey, pretty much everything he says, you're pretty much just going to be listening to. And but I will say that Mark Ruffalo I thought was great in this role. I never saw the original Hulk with the Ang Lee version with Eric Bana, but I did see the Ed Norton one. And I thought Ed Norton was great, as he usually is. But I think what Mark Ruffalo brings to the table as Bruce Banner is really just this really nice, mild-mannered, genuine, friendly presence, which is a really great paradox between this great beast. And he really is able to be sympathized for. And that's really what I think Mark Ruffalo is known for, playing those kind of casual, easy roles. And again, he employs it perfectly here. Now, the one person that I do not like, and I know guys are probably going to really want to argue this one, but is Scarlett Johansson. I'm sorry, but I think she's one of the most overrated actresses in Hollywood. To me, she is just not a good actress. And even with her part here, I mean, the character she's playing is not that interesting to begin with from my perspective. Um, but I mean, she has no kind of charisma like the other guys do. It's like she's trying too hard. She's way too aware of herself as an actress, whereas everyone else is kind of like, guys, I got this. I am a superhero. I rock, basically. And she's just really trying hard to fit in with them. And basically, less is more, I think, definitely in this film, because there is so much else, so much CGI, so much action, and that sort of thing. Which brings me to that point of the film, which is the action. Obviously, it's spectacular. I mean, I knew it was going to be really cool and it was going to be a spectacle when I saw the trailer, but I didn't know it was going to be this spectacular. I mean, it was almost on par with Avatar when I saw it. I mean, that fight that they do in New York at the very end, even though it was a little bit long, I mean, it's a feast for the eyes completely. And what I love about it though is it's completely implausible. The logic, they throw all logic out the window when it comes to these action sequences, but it never takes itself too seriously. And that's my problem with a lot of superhero films nowadays. It forgets that it's pulp and it's not meant to be taken so seriously. And I love that there's always humor. They continue the humor throughout. And you find yourself just really smiling all the way through. And isn't that what summer's all about? To just have a good time on occasion? I think it is. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, I'm sure all of you have seen it or are going to see it. But pretty much everyone can enjoy this, I think. And yeah, I think this is a great way to start off the summer season. So hopefully, I'll be doing a lot more reviews throughout the summer. And you can follow me on Twitter. And if you have any questions or comments, comment below. And yeah, thanks for watching.